Hey, really excited to share this long overdue case study with you today featuring the guys from Worcester Interactive. Now, this case study goes through the results that they achieved in their first 90 days working with us, during which time they were able to sign 3 clients, including one of their highest paying clients, and also completely turn around the business. So I hope you enjoy. You guys would like to just introduce yourself, tell us a bit about kind of the business and that kind of thing.
Sure. Um, I'm Chris Dalton. I'm the CEO of Worcester Interactive. We like to say we're a full service marketing agency here in Worcester, Massachusetts that serves the small to medium sized business community and helps grow their businesses. We do SEO, we do social media, we do web design and digital advertising. And we have, we pride ourselves on really good service and being personable, and all of our clients, seem to really like us. So we're doing something right.
Awesome. Awesome.
Excellent. Yeah, so my name is Mason Person. I'm the account manager here at Worcester Interactive. Kind of what Chris said, we are a full service digital marketing company. I am the account manager here, so I intake all new leads, existing leads, and more or less put out fires proactively and reactively. So
Cool. So before working with us, guys, what were you doing in terms of new business, in terms of bringing on new clients?
So we did a lot of referral marketing. So we actually had a couple partners that we would work with, essentially as they would go out and get leads for us, and we would be like fulfillment for them. We have a lot of return clients and sort of like word of mouth referrals from existing clients, that sort of stuff. We did some advertising on like Google ads and Facebook and things like that to various levels of success. But we actually haven't done a great deal of marketing for ourselves, despite being a marketing company. So that was one reason we realized we needed some extra help, because we're spending all of our time, doing other clients' marketing that we didn't have a lot of time to spend on our own. So that's why we kind of were looking for other options. And, when I saw your email or the AI's email or however it works, it caught my attention and realized that could be something that could be a useful tool in our toolbox.
Absolutely. Okay, awesome. And so what would you say the main problems were that you were trying to solve when, at the point that you got that email?
I think we were really good at catching leads. Like we were really good at, like I said, we worked with a lot of referral partners and, previous client referrals, that sort of stuff. So if they were coming to us, we were really good at, making the sale and closing the client. But we weren't so great at going out and getting the new leads for ourselves. And so, Leveraged Outbound, obviously, that's what you guys do, and you do it well. So, that really helps feed into our system in a symbiotic way. Obviously, we've had some success already. So, there you have it.
Awesome. What was the worst moment you had before you decided to start working with us?
like professionally or personally?
I would say in the business. So, all right, it's kind of like a cascading effect of things. So last year, about the summertime, as you know, that summer is our slower season. So things tend to just kind of dry up naturally because people are focused elsewhere instead of on their business. So it also coincided at the time with people were a little bit more nervous about the economy, and we basically lost a bunch of clients all at once for various reasons. And we also had parted ways with one of our referral partners at the time who was becoming increasingly difficult to work with. And so that source of leads kind of just dried up, and suddenly we found ourselves losing money because, we were upside down. We had all those clients leaving and we didn't have new ones coming in. So we spent a lot of time. We spent about 6 months trying to right the ship, and we had some success on it. But that's also kind of part of the impetus for when I was like, oh, wow, this looks like something new that could help us, feed the pipeline of new leads while we're doing what we do best. And that's basically one of the things that was, on my mind when I made the decision to work with you. And it worked really well because we went from negative to positive pretty quickly. And, that's as good a proof as any.
Awesome. Thank you so much, for sharing that. So what made you decide to pull the trigger when you initially had a conversation with us?
I liked, and like, obviously, basically, I'm sorry if I'm cutting you off, Marvel, but I don't know. I liked that. So that first email I got, now keep in mind, I probably get like 50 emails every single day that are just outreach emails from every kind of marketing, every kind of new service or cold calling or whatever. And your email caught my attention because I was, it came across at first as if it was like, like a handwritten, just, hey man, like low pressure, like, hey, let me know if you need this kind of stuff. But then it also had a little, like factoid at the end of it about like, Worcester has like the oldest music festival in the country or whatever. And I was like, that can't be right. But just that little hook kind of got me to think about it for a second instead of just deleting and scrolling past. That can't be right. So I looked it up and sure enough, it is right. And then that just kind of like, I don't know, you just caught my attention in a way that other people hadn't. And I saw, I'm like, hey, if that worked on me, someone who's just constantly filtering out these kind of outreach emails every fucking day, pardon my French, then obviously it could work on other people who are doing the same thing. And so I saw that as a unique opportunity that you wouldn't get with just someone telemarketing cold calls or something like that. And then obviously when we met you, you're a great guy. We love working with you, super, super on the level and everything. And couldn't ask for a better partner in this. So yeah, it was kind of a leap of faith at first, but I feel like, it was one that panned out and one I would happily do again.
Great to hear. Awesome. So in terms of results, what kind of results did you guys achieve? And, what would you say has improved in terms of your business, in terms of your life, anything like that?
Yeah. So, you know what? Actually, Mason, I'm going to let you take this one if you don't mind. So I don't want to.
Yeah, no worries. I think it kind of like piggybacks off what Chris was saying. Like, we're good at catching leads. It's nice to look at the calendar and have something on the books that I didn't have to work for. And I know that sounds shitty, but it's like I had a call tomorrow and I've already looked up all their stuff. Like it somehow prepares me more for an oncoming lead, understanding kind of the brief email exchange that you'll have, seeing the business rather than me just getting a lead from the contact form that says, hey, I need help with my website. I'm like, who are you? What do you do? You know what I mean? So like, there's like some sort of sense of like preparedness that I think Leveraged Outbound kind of tools us with, just by you doing the vetting ahead of time and me not having to really dive deep on tire kickers, because that's how it has been in the past. Is we'll have somebody fill out a contact form and it's urgent and they need this, but they're not qualified. So I used to spend a lot of time talking with potential leads, and it was kind of just talking in circles because I knew they couldn't afford us and all they were doing was just asking for handouts or favors. So it's kind of like, with this approach, it's almost insinuated that this is a sales call. So it's like not only am I better prepped, but the consumer is better prepped. So they know what there's an understanding that there's an exchange, and it's usually money for services of sorts. And I think that the Leveraged Outbound approach has put that seedling into the lead, and it gives me time to prepare and really understand what their problems are and try to figure out the best solution.
Amazing. Awesome. Okay, so in terms of numbers, you might not have these, but do you have any figures in terms of ROI achieved or in terms of revenue added through working with us?
I can speak on that, Chris.
Sure.
So $7,800 of extra reoccurring revenue has been achieved from Leveraged Outbound, and then a $3,000 project. So I don't know what all we've spent, so I don't know what the ROI on that, but 7,000 reoccurring since April, since March. Yeah, since March.
Yeah, when we closed Benson.
Yeah. So 7 times 7, what is that? 49. So it's added a substantial amount of monetary value.
So yeah, you could say we basically had like a $50,000 swing in income over that time period.
57,600 to be exact. So if that helps at all.
Absolutely. Okay, awesome. So how likely are you to recommend us? And if, there's someone listening right now, why should they take action?
I would say, yeah, absolutely. 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend you guys. I already have recommended you guys to several people. And like I said, I would say what you guys do is a unique approach that I think a lot of these other outreach companies aren't doing quite as well as you guys. I think, it's communication has been really strong with you guys, and that's something that I don't see elsewhere. So that's really important. It feels like we're on the same team working together, for the same goal. Whereas, other, people we work with were pretty much out for themselves, and it was just sort of, it wasn't quite as collaborative. And yeah, it's effective. So like, that's bottom line. If you want to make more money, you do what's effective. And I would definitely say it's been effective so far. And yeah, I said, like, if it worked for us, it can work for you.
So there you have it. Now, if you're a US-based B2B service provider and you're looking to achieve similar results, then visit our website, leveraged outbound.io, and from there you can book a call with us to learn more. Thanks.